Alright, so today I have two little bits of Aero we can chuck on the car. So I picked up a roof spoiler and a front lip off the bro's car. Start with the front lip here. This thing has definitely seen better days. I'm probably not going to stress too much about getting all the rock chips out of it because it's just going to get more chipped up, but I will hit it with some pretty rough sandpaper and then we'll just go to town with the spray can.
Come on, we'll be all alone.
So yeah, not a perfect job on the lip, but it looks white. I didn't really see much point in bogging it and making it all smooth if it's just going to continue to get chipped up, and I would say half the paint will come off it by the next week anyway, so let's chuck the lip on. Unfortunately, it's not an exact match color-wise, which actually makes me want to bring up a point about this car. Like, I think the reason why I'm enjoying owning this so much, there isn't like a big expectation about it. It essentially, you know, it is a cheap shitter. It doesn't need to be super nice, and that's not me just trying to make an excuse up for my lack of craftsmanship or my questionable work on it. I think I enjoy it so much because I'm not putting the expectation of others onto this car. The paint is shit. It's not super fast. It's arguably not super cool either. But I've kind of come to... I like that about it, I guess. I don't know. If that might make sense to some people. But it's nice to have a car that's kind of so cheap that even if it's not super nice, I'm not worried about it. And I'm not worried about what other people might think about it. And it's fun doing these, you know, like little things like just chucking on a lip. And I can see, you know, you get that instant kind of gratification of a change to the look of the car. And I didn't have to go pay $400 to go get a lip, you know, painted professionally. And it doesn't matter. I don't know. It's just nice. I am going to have to buy a new toe strap because when I painted the car, I obviously didn't mask that off quite properly. That's okay. I am now, though, gonna have to lower it a bit more, I think. I think this needs to be about here. Next job, getting this all painted up as well. Spoiler is all painted up. And I'm going to kill two birds with one stone here. The old owner is partially removed the seal from the glass. So I've purchased some black RTV and we can reseal up the glass and then also use the RTV along with some double-sided tape to mount the roof spoiler to the hardtop.
I'm so sorry.
not super stoked with how the roof spoiler fits, but I guess that's fiberglass for you. Big panel gap that side. This was like the best I could get it, and then this side. Similar kind of thing. But if I push it up, then it sits above the roof. That'll have to do. So we've chucked the front lip on, chucked the roof spoiler on, and I've lowered the car. Didn't film it, but yeah, we lowered the car a bit. What's next? Next up's going to be fixing the angle of my exhaust. Kinda can't really tell. Oh, there you go. See how it kinda points down relative to the bumper? And I also don't like the tip. I don't know, it kinda looks cheap. So this will give you a better idea of how the exhaust tip's actually pointing. So as you can see, bumper's like that and exhaust tip is like that, which is not cool. So for that, I might just cut it there and then weld on a bit of pipe coming out. And then problem 2 in here, right here, you can see it's hitting the exhaust pipe just here. So we're gonna have to figure out how to get that out of the way. You can also see my CV's leaking a little bit. Ow! Alright, that is the rear section of the exhaust removed. Right here's where the axle has been hitting it and causing that noise. So you can kind of see how it's slightly dented in. I need to figure out if I can dent it in some more, or if I have to adjust the hangers to try and pull the whole exhaust. Okay, so I think the last thing I was doing was the exhaust. Done a couple more things since. Bucket seat. Really easy actually. You can just unbolt the factory rails and bolt them to the bucket seat mounts, which is bloody awesome. And I've chucked on the steering wheel from the Beamer. And right now, I'm going to change over. These are side straps that make me look like a weeb or something. So yeah, let's get them swapped over. That is 100 times better. Good riddance. Alright, so I've also ordered some suede stick-on vinyl fabric, and it has done wonders for the door cards. So have a look now. So much better compared to before. Starting to look like somewhat tidy on the interior now. So I'm super stoked about that. I figured I'd show you what else has been done. So firstly, the watts, repainted them, and then I 3D printed some center caps. I reckon that does heaps for the car, just getting rid of the old ugly kind of bronze colour. And then I also got some side skirts. These are off, I think, in Nissan March, actually. I don't know, I just went to pick apart and trimmed the end off and then mounted them up. Still got to trim up the double-sided tape, but I figured I'd leave it on there for a little bit to kind of let the skirt mold to the car. So those are the two things I've done in the last couple weeks. And then I went for a bit of a road trip and, you know, browsed Facebook Marketplace as you do. But I've picked up a full set of Dunlop Le Mans 24. So these were only made, I think, 82, 83, and 84. And these are a 14x6 plus 10. But I will be running 25mm adapters because these are 4x114. Not 4x100. But yeah, so the mission today is to get these old crusty looking ones to match that, and then also polish up the lip a bit. I did get a little bit of overspray on the lips there, but that's fine because we've got some thinners and that'll just wipe off. And you will also notice they don't have center caps.
When the inertia guy from the inertia YouTube channel blows your shock out. Holy shit! Matt might have just almost died. It's pissing hydraulic fluid out the side. I don't know if you can see that. Oh! Yeah, you made a hole in the shock, uncle.
So I just went to, you know, repaint my wheels. Have an enjoyable last day of Easter weekend.
Fuck you!
And now there is hydraulic fluid in my driveway.
Because Matt welded a fucking hole into my shock. Wait, I'm tightening that.
Find out what happened at Blue Smoke Garage.
Channel link in description.
Well, now that Dumb and Dumber have gone, we can get on with the job at hand. More sanding, more masking, more painting. Right. Feels like an eternity later. The remaining three rims are masked up. We'll paint it up, just gotta wait for them to dry now. Right, so the polishing didn't exactly go perfect, but I think they look pretty good considering. So yeah, let's go get some tyres on them. Alright, tyres are mounted. That looks so good. The red contrast on the black, and I think the red against the white is going to go nuts. So let's get these all swapped over. looks insane. Alright, it looks absolutely wicked on there, but while I'm doing this now, I'm going to print up some hub-centric rings between the hub and the adapter, so that there's no wheel vibrations, because knowing me, if I don't do that now, I never will, and then I'll complain about having vibrations in the steering wheel. So let's do that and then mount up all the other ones. The hub-centric rings are all printed, so now we can go chuck all the wheels on the car. I need to give that a quick clean up. Look at how good those 3D printed hub-centrics work. So there's one on the adapter and then there's one on the rim. Awesome. Alright, rears are done and I am beyond stoked. Fitment is perfect. It looks so sick. My girlfriend's just pointed out I should lower the car more. I don't know, because I think we might end up ripping the diff out if we go much lower, but yeah, we'll see, maybe. Either way, even that height, it's pretty damn good. Alright. Let's get these fronts done. It looks 1,000 times better. I've locked out and my wheel spec choice was perfect. Now I am going to eventually add some camber, so it means we could go wider up front, but for now this is epic. It does so much for the car. Holy shit. Tough. Just gave the car a wash. We're going to go show the boys, see what they think. Alright, we're also going to test out the ratchet strap camera mount. Well, it lasted a little while and then got shaken out of its mount, so we'll come back to figuring out how to mount this camera. Alright, we better get the live reaction from the boys. What do we think?
It's so good. Videoception, dude. Damn, dude.
It did numbers, eh? Like.
Holy shit, this thing's so much cooler. Lazy lights go nuts.
Fucking,
That's pretty tough, mate. You've done it again.
I've cooked, bro.
Bro, in your video, you go, I don't really care what it looks like.
I may have lied. I may
Yeah.
care what it looks like a little bit, but.
You've done a very
Bro,
good
it's
job.
fucking. This is the first time I've looked
Bro,
at it and gone.
that was
It's
straight
fat.
coke. What you were saying earlier.
The wheels have done wonders, bro.
You're no longer homosexual.
But I think this is where I'm going to end this one. Absolutely stoking. Car looks sick. And there's not much left to do, I guess, looks wise. Maybe figure out something for the rear bumper. I do actually have something in mind for that. And I've got to chuck in some camber arms. But yeah, thanks for watching.